What's up, everyone? This is the LV Fig and Garden Show. Today I'm here with my friend Jack. We're going to be making some self-watering buckets called sips, and let him show you what's going on.
Okay, let's start with two 5-gallon buckets. Okay, standard. One of them is going to go inside the other one. So let's start with the outside first one. This one I'm going to mark 3 inches down from the bottom, and we're going to drill a 1/4-inch hole just for drainage right there for the other one. That's simple. This one we're going to take next, and we're going to use a 3.5-inch hole saw for the center right here for our wicker system, and then I use a 1 3/4-inch hole saw we're going to use here just for our watering pipe. And then we're going to use 1/4-inch drainage holes for aeration and drainage. It's real simple. We're going to do it right now.
And so what happens if they get overwatered if it rains?
It's not going to get overwatered. That's why we have those 1/4-inch drain holes here. So that'll give you your drainage and aeration.
Okay, cool.
Easy peasy. All right, so let's start making the outside container. All right, outside bucket, we measured 3 inches from the bottom right here. We're just going to do drain holes here. Tighten that one up.
Don't try this at home unless you're professionally trained.
Same thing with this. All right, that one's done. That's your bottom bucket, the outside. Top one will come on over here. 3.5-inch hole saw. It's a good idea for safety purposes. Put on something so we don't have shit flying around.
Yes, on the LV Garden Show, we're always safe.
All right. Now be careful. You can wear a work glove. I do this a lot. I don't. Generally, just find the center point in here. You can do it with your little guide. And then just use your other hand here just as a safety measure and slowly just try and start the thread. After you get it set, now we can kind of just that one's done.
Simple.
Change your hole saw out. Careful. Let's go to our 1 3/4 for our watering pipe. By the way, these pipes right here are 1 1/4 inch, or I'm sorry, these are 1 1/2. So if you use a 1 3/4 saw hole, that'll fit perfectly for this. I use this size because if I use the marine hoses, which are mold and mildew resistant, they'll go in there easily without making a mess splashing all over your garden. So now we just find a spot where we want this to line up. Here's the edge. Same thing, careful. Start slow. Thread it. That's it.
Damn. Now this guy's been successfully growing figs in these sips in Las Vegas up to 115-degree weather. I was skeptical at first, but he's shown me the proof of his trees, so.
We're going to do some follow-ups too at my house with my shop, where we're going to make larger sips, the 27-gallon, the 54-gallon models here. They're working really well. We'll take a look at my trees, take a look at my shop, a couple of other tools like a Dremel Sawmax I use for this pipe, just to create like a little bevel here, which goes in the bottom. It just makes it easier for watering as you're filling them up. And I also use a Dremel Trio tool to make the larger 6-inch holes on the larger sub-irrigated planters. We'll do that in the next video. Let's punch our drainage and aeration holes here with a 1/4-inch drill bit here. And this isn't like a set amount. I just do like 20, 30 holes in there. Easy. Let's just
Check out my buddy's page, Just Figs. Check out my buddy's page, Just Figs, on Facebook. And check out the Las Vegas Fig Growers on Facebook. And subscribe to LV Figs and Garden channel for more cool videos on figs and gardening stuff. Just trying to give you guys some info instead of listening to a drill the entire time. But as you can see, Jack builds these really fast and easy, and he's very successful in the Las Vegas desert. Also, stay tuned for the follow-up video on how to plant.
All right, we're almost done.
Almost done.
Now we're going to take this, our inside container, what it looks like. We're going to put it inside the outside container. Okay, then this I measure about 20 inches for these 5-gallon pots. So if you get a 10-foot piece, you can get exactly 6 pieces out of this to maximize your like making these in volume. Typically when you go to Home Depot where I get them, they have a measuring device there, and they have a cutter, so you can cut them right in the store to make these easier to take home too. Beveled end down. Okay, so from here, we're gonna just take a look where it sits up straight, and then we're just gonna make 2 holes on the right and the left side. That's all our drill, and we're done with that. I'll take a little zip tie here. These generally will dry out and they'll break after like a year or 2, but it's okay. These are easy to replace and they're cheap. This just keeps it in place, so if you're walking by, your pant leg or something doesn't get a hold of this and it doesn't just kind of rip it out while it's in the plant. And cut off the excess tab. And we're good to go.
That is awesome, dude. So 5 minutes.
Now we gotta put in a little cup here.
Oh, we're not done yet.
We're gonna fill this up with moist potting mix, and then I'm gonna take a razor blade and we're gonna make some slits for the water to go in through this cup, which will act as a filter barrier so the soil doesn't go into your watering tank there. And then this will use as a wicker that will draw water up into your plants. The reason why we do this on early plants is the biggest thing to kill your plants is overwatering from the root rot, and also when you water and do things on top, you tend to disturb those new roots. This will eliminate both problems, so you will get a very high rate of success for your first year plants. Typically, I'll use this for like 1 year or just over, and when you lift this up, which we're going to see on some in my house later, this will usually be full with roots you're going to see coming out the bottom, and you'll have an idea of when this is going to be able to be removed. When I remove it, usually at the end of the season, I take this bucket out of the other one, tilt it over. We're going to take the cup, just squeeze it in, and it just pushes right out the top. And you just pot it up into a bigger sip, into the ground, whatever you want.
Awesome, guys. Well, that's the video on making sips, and we'll have update videos on growing figs in Las Vegas, 115 degrees in sips. And next we'll be doing a video, so stay tuned on potting up figs in the sips.